Hello everyone, I am Punyakeerthi here. Welcome to my Python for Generative AI learning series. In this series, we are focusing on Python basics that will help us to build a strong foundation for implementing generative AI concepts. So let's dive in and start today's session. Today's topic is Master Python Lambda functions. Write one-line functions like a pro. Let's start with introduction. In this lesson, we conclude our discussion on Python functions by exploring Lambda expressions. These are another way to create functions in Python, particularly useful for quick one-off tasks. While regular functions using def are versatile and widely used, lambda expressions are best when you want short inline functions without cluttering your code with extra definitions. They are commonly used in data transformations, sorting, and functional programming pipelines. So, what is a lambda expression? A lambda expression is a small anonymous function written in one line. Unlike regular functions, lambda functions do not have name unless you assign them to a variable, are usually used for short, simple tasks. Automatically return the value of expression inside them. Other names you might hear include anonymous functions, function literals, lambda functions. Think of them as a invisible helper functions for quick calculations or transformations. So, what is the lambda syntax? Here you are able to see the lambda syntax. The basic structure of lambda expression is lambda, then we have parameters with colon expression. Lambda is the keyword to define the functions. Parameters are input to the function. Expression is a single line of code that is automatically returned. So, let's start with example 1. Here we can go for a regular function which adds 3 numbers. So, here is a function. Let's take this to our code editor and let's see the output and the definition. So, what I am doing here, I am taking one function which has name add 3 with 3 parameters and returning the sum of that 3 variables. So, when we call that one with 3 parameters, it print the sum of that 3 values 12. Now, how we can implement the same function in lambda function style? Here I used only single line. Let's see this one and understand what it is. Lambda, after that we have parameters, after that we have expression, then we are passing the values to 3, 4, 5. So, when we get the same output in single line, let's understand. So, explanation, the lambda takes 3 parameters a, b and c. The expression a plus b plus c is written automatically. The parenthesis at the end pass the arguments. Key point, both methods give the same results, but the lambda is shorter and inline, suitable for one-off calculations. Let's go with example 2, assigning lambda to a variable. Here, first one, without what we are doing, we have a variable called square which has lambda x colon is equal to x to the power of 2. So, when you pass the square of 4, it will give the 16, that is square of 4 means whatever parameter we pass, 2 square is 4. Square of a number within one line, we can do this one. So, with default arguments, I want to pass a default argument. If any value is not passed, only simply it will call, then default value will be used for calculation. Now, we have a square and lambda x is here, x is not assigned with any value. Here default value will be 10. So, if any value passed, that will be taken as square of that number. Now, I am calling without any parameter, 10 to the power of 10 is 100, 10 square is 100. Likewise, if I pass any value without default value, 5 square is 25. In this way, with the default value, without default value, how we can define a lambda and assigning that to a variable. So, you can assign a lambda to a variable just like a normal function. Default arguments work the same way as in regular functions. Best practice, use def for complex or reusable functions. Let's start with another example, practical example, sorting with lambda. Lambda functions shine when used as arguments to other functions such as sort. So, I have a function here, how it will work, and let's understand the explanation later. So, here is my code. So, friends is the variable. So, this is a value we have alias. It's a list of values with key value pair alias and 25 with the tuples Bob and all. Now I want to sort friends. This is the friends variable dot sort. Key is key on the basis of key. Key is allies. So from x colon x of 1 is allies. It is taking. Then we are printing. So allies Bob Charlie already we are giving. So we got Bob, allies and Charlie. Like that it is sorting. It's sorting on the basis of the values 20, 25, 30, not on the basis of name. How it will work? Let's see. X represents each tuple in the list. So x is here we represent each tuple we have. Then x of 1 extracts the age from the tuple. Then sort arranges the list in ascending order based on the ages. In this way, using a lambda, we can sort the arguments. Next, we have example for sorting by the name length. So we can sort length of the name. So we have names like Alice, Bob, Charlie. So first should Bob comes, then Alice, then Charlie, because the variables length is different. So what we are doing, friends dot sort key is equal to lambda. Lambda as a x and length of x of 0. X of 0 is the name. So we are taking that one. We are sorting on the base of length function we are using for the names. So we need to sort on the basis. When we print friends, automatically it start with Bob, Alice and Charlie, because Bob length is shorter and Charlie's length is larger. That's why it comes at last. In this way we can sort it. How we can understand the explanation? X of 0 is the name. We come to know that name we took. Then length of x of 0 calculates the length of each name. The list is sorted by the length of names instead of age. Use case. This approach is popular in data science and AI, where sorting and filtering datasets quickly is common. So we went through a lot of examples. Let's see best practices. Lambda expressions are best for inline use. Like passing in as arguments, assigning lambdas to variables is allowed. But many editors may suggest using df for readability. Use regular functions df for complex or reusable logic. Use lambdas for short, one-line, self-contained tasks. Wrap up. Lambda expressions are a powerful tool in Python for creating quick, temporary functions. They help reduce code clutter, perform quick calculations, sort or transform data inline. While they are not used for every situation, they are an essential part of your Python toolkit, especially in data manipulation tasks. So let's recap. In this lesson, you learned what lambda expressions are and how they differ from regular functions. How to write lambda functions with parameters and default arguments. How to assign lambdas to variables for simple tasks. Practical uses of lambdas in sorting list and data transformations. Best practices for when to use lambdas versus regular functions. So, thank you for watching today's session. This is part of Python for Generative AI learning series. I am Punyakeerthi BL. If you found this helpful, please subscribe to my channel for more videos. Also, feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. The link is in the description. See you in the next session. Thank you very much.